What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How you doing? JQ, how are you? I'm doing great on this good, nice Wednesday today. Yes, I've been up today, moving around, got my day started, and once again, back in here with you all to kind of touch on some topics on what's going on out here, what's been going on in the streets and stuff like that. So, got up, cleaned up, I've been reading a good book, y'all. If y'all haven't, go check out The Fifth Agreement by Don Miguel. I could be wrong, y'all, but The Fifth Agreement, great book. I read The Mastery of Self back in 2019, and that book changed my life. So if y'all look for a good book to read, go check them out. We're gonna go ahead and get into some of these topics today. Trump just ain't gonna stop, y'all. Y'all know I'm here to give y'all an update. So here it is. The Trump administration just made it legal again for federal contractors to have segregated bathrooms and dining areas, all by stripping away civil rights protections that have been in place for over 50 years. This change means that contractors are no longer explicitly barred from having segregated restaurants, waiting rooms, and drinking fountains. The move stems from the revocation of Executive Order 11-246, originally signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965, which mandated non-discriminatory practices in affirmative action in federal hiring and employment. The administration argues that the recession aims to eliminate radical and wasteful diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, promoting a return to merit-based hiring practice. Critiques, however, argue that this policy reversal undermines decision of progress in civil rights and could lead to increased discriminations within the federal contracting. And there y'all have it. So basically they're saying that there's a Civil Rights Protection Act that was put in place over 50 years ago. And the Protection Act, it mandated like non-discriminatory practices and affirmative actions in federal hiring and employment. So basically, he's taking all that away. And I talked to y'all about this yesterday. I told y'all what I thought. To me, I know he says he's not racist. I know he says he does not support Project 2025. And then there's a lot of people that root for him that have said the same thing. Oh, he's not racist. He says he does not support Project 2025. But a lot of stuff that he's doing, to me, is rooted in racism. What is the purpose for these things? These things were put in place to protect people. To protect people, which means no companies nobody should be able to discriminate against anyone. Anyone could come shop with you. Anyone. As long as they're not stealing or tearing your business up or harming your business in any type of way, anybody should be able to come shop with you. And you, as the person that's delivering the service, should have respect as well. You should not discriminate against no one. I feel like it's very unfair. And I already told y'all, to me, it ain't nothing but a whole bunch of revenge. That's it. It's rooted in revenge. Like, y'all came after me first. Y'all tried to use the justice systems against him first. So that's how I think that a lot of the right wing is looking at it. It's rooted in racism to me, and it's rooted in revenge against the Democrat Party. Because a lot of right wing people feel like they weaponize our government and our justice system to press charges against a former president. So I'm just going to keep y'all updated on what's going on. They also had, they also had a government shutdown. They also had a government shutdown meeting. Senator Schumer defends his decision to vote for the Republicans' House-approved government funding bill. Says a government shutdown would have been devastating to have seen. I don't think I can play this clip because it's The View, and YouTube got rules and regulations against us playing certain videos. So I think The View owns it. But I'm going to give y'all a little description of what I heard him say. He told them that the Republicans want a government shutdown. The Republicans want to us to play into their hands. They wanted a shutdown because once there's a shutdown in the government, the only way for the government to be opened back up is through an executive order or from the head. And once they shut the government down, the Republicans was not going to open it back up. They was going to keep it shut down. That way, the country could have still been operating under executive orders. That means you just got rid of our government, got rid of our court system, so that you can pass all the laws you want and you're not going to open it back up. We'll be heading right on into a dictatorship if Senator Schumer would have allowed the government to be shut down. I think it was his vote that caused it not to go down. I could be mistaken, y'all, but I just did a little small research into this. But the right wing wanted a government shutdown. They want to get rid of our government and create a whole new government. And the reason why they want to create a new government is because this is just what I've been reading. I'll tell y'all, they feel like the Democrat Party is a party for minority, number one. And it's a party that caters towards black people. I know y'all keep saying it's not about race, but I see it. They looking at it like, y'all mad because we ain't give y'all them reparations, and this what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna try to utilize our government to get it? And then y'all used our government to put black people in positions of power, DEI hires. And then now y'all using the government, black people, using the government to arrest one of our presidents. What was that lady name here? Fannie Willis. Use the government, black woman, use the government to try to arrest one of our presidents. I'm just saying, y'all, we moving right along, but good job, Senator Schumer. I know The View tore him they tore him out. They felt like they should have let the government shut down. That way, the Democrats didn't have to play by the rule book because the Republicans are not playing by the rule books. That's what Sonny had said. That rule book's been gone. So since they're not playing by the rule books, we can't play by the rule books either. And just like Senator Schumer said, we have to be smart here. They want us to start not playing by the rule book. So that'll give them even more of a reason to not play by the rule book either. We know right now they sort of kind of not playing by the rule book, but they really are. It's the media that y'all are paying more attention to what actually is being written on paper and what's actually being passed. Y'all allow the media to manipulate y'all. Instead of, oh, Trump passed this, Trump passed this. Usually, he implements these things, which means it's not passed yet. The court has to pass it. I'm just saying we're going to move right along. But once again, I know he say he ain't racist, and I know he say he don't support Project 2025, but I see racism, and I see Project 2025 written all over this. Just saying. Moving right along.
I remember when I was in Atlanta and was in the cafeteria, commissary, whatever.
At CNN?
At CNN. And this woman, young lady, tweaked my nipples and said, "Oh, it's cold in here." And I said, "Okay, you realize if I did that, they'd be walking me out the door right now." But I didn't care to go to HR. I didn't say anything because I was just like, it's a double standard.
Good for you. Good
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
a bit. And also, but I've never told this story as well, someone who I worked with also harassed me at CNN, and I never went to management. First of all, I was so
A man
new
or
there.
a woman?
A woman. And she knew I was gay. And it was just bizarre. She was going through a divorce. It was just weird. And I never went to management. First of all, I thought like, okay, they may find a way to get rid of me because if I tell this story, I don't know if they're going to believe me or not. But then she was so mean to me after that. I was like, I should have told the story. But yeah, I've been harassed by men and women.
But what constituted this harassment? Like, what did you, physically, like in the office, like come in and twirl for me, Don?
It wasn't a twirl for me, but it was not. It was not in the office. But yeah, it's all. I won't go that far.
So you had to be with her in certain business occasions, but outside the office.
Outside the office.
That's Don Lemon from ex-worker of CNN. That's how we know him, through CNN or whatnot. Don Lemon is coming forward saying that while he worked at CNN, that he's been sexually assaulted. And sorry that man had to go through that. You know, like we heard what he had to say, but I'm gonna go read the comments and then I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on this situation. Somebody said he needs to sue her and press charges because if it was the other way around, she would have. Y'all trying to make fun of him, but if it was the other way around, y'all be feeling sorry for the ladies. Somebody said, side eye, say her name or cut it out, please. You know what? I kind of agree with that, Don. If y'all gonna be coming out telling y'all stories, y'all need to be telling the whole truth. Not just bits and pieces and bacon bits of, let them know that this happened to me, but I ain't gonna say it all because I'm gonna try to save the other person's from embarrassment. No. If you gonna say it, put a name on it. We want you to call them out. But there's probably a reason, like he said, y'all won't believe it. Or the person may deny it. And then it's going to make him be like, why did I even say anything? Just saying. Somebody said, a man's experience will always get invalidated by society, let alone social media. Somebody said, the lies he tells. So it looks like a lot of people are on your side right here, Don. I'm on Don Lemon's side too. As a black man, we experience so many things that we do not talk about. Remember yesterday we just got done talking about hypermasculinity, right? And that's where it really stems from. It's the hypermasculinity that's been passed down and taught to us. Like, if it ain't that bad, like life-threatening, dust it off and keep going. So a lot of men, if it ain't life-threatening to where they have to protect themselves, really physically, they dust that shit off. And it's sad, but we wear stuff on our back, we wear stuff on our crowns, and we keep it going. We dust that junk off and keep going. And that's what he did. And then plus as black men, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. The first thing they're going to look at, if anything, anything that goes wrong in life, and if we have an issue with it or it makes us feel uncomfortable and we report it, the first thing the person on the other side comes in their brain is, what did you do to make that person do that? Why did I have to do anything? Or, okay, or the next, or a response may be like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, okay. And then nothing's done about it, or they move on about it, or I need to dust it off. But if it was a woman saying this, y'all already know what'll be happening after that. So I agree with everybody else. You should be saying some names. I'll be saying some names. And also, men, y'all gotta start saying something. Because it's making it seem like this stuff don't be happening out here to men. Not often. They know it be happening, but not often. Not at the rate that the men be doing it. When it do be happening out here a lot more, and it's a lot more common than people think. The men ain't saying nothing. It ain't life-threatening, you know. But the men ain't really saying that. They dusting it off and they keep on going. Shout out to you, Don Lemon, you know, for taking a few of them on your shoulder and keeping it going. You know, keep pushing. I'm a black man, I understand. But I'm different. I'm very vocal. You cannot disrespect me at all. Man, woman, child, or elder. I don't give a fuck. If you disrespect me or make me feel any way uncomfortable, all bets are off. Ain't no respect. You have disrespected me. I'm finna be very loud about your disrespect. Cause I'm the type of person, I protect me instantly. Instantly, I'm gonna protect me. So do not disrespect me and then think I'm gonna save face. Oh no, I'm being very loud about the person who disrespect me. And I'm letting them know, don't you do it again. Or even think you're gonna do it again. Cause I'm checking it now. Checkmate. But we moving right along though. You niggas. Damn, stay making us look motherfucking bad. Stay making us look bad. Y'all, all of us ain't like this. I promise you all of us ain't like this. Headline says, caregiver sentenced to 25 years in prison for sexually assaulting and impregnating severely disabled woman at Illinois facility. Headline reads, a tragic case of abuse at an Illinois care facility has resulted in a 25-year prison sentence for former caregiver Isaiah Fields. The 23-year-old was convicted sexually assaulting a 43-year-old woman with Rett syndrome, a severe neurological disorder that leaves her unable to speak, stand, or consent to sexual activity. The crime took place between August and September of 2023 at the Markland Hyde Center, where the victim had lived for over 2 decades. The assault remained undetected until she was hospitalized for unrelated medical concerns. While examining her for liver and gallbladder issues, discovered she was 31 weeks pregnant. Due to complications, the woman gave birth the following day. Her son, born prematurely, survived for 11 weeks in a neonatal intensive care before passing away. DNA testing later confirmed Fields as the father, leading to his arrest. This was a lie. Let me finish. In court, Fields expressed remorse, though his words did little to ease the devastation felt by the victim's family. Prosecutors Matthew Rogers underscored the horrific nature of the crime, emphasizing that Fields preyed on someone entirely defenseless. In January, Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault. Along with his prison sentence, he will be required to register as a sex offender upon release. While justice has been served, the case remains remains a sobering reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by individuals with severe disabilities and the responsibilities of those entrusted with their care. That was a lot. OMG. I had read this story. This was completely live. Wow. You 23 years old and you young. And you ain't even no ugly ass nigga. You could, let me just go back to the pig. A little dusty. But even from the side view, like, come on, you can go get a haircut. It wouldn't take you much to get no pussy at all. And you up here raping a defenseless elderly woman. And I put a baby up in, you must was, how did this, oh my God. I just feel for the family. See, he the type of person that need his dick chopped off and thrown amongst the forest. So the goons and the cougars can get them a piece. That's the only way a goon or a cougar should get a piece of that damn dick. Chop it off and throw it amongst the motherfucking floors of the forest and jungles. That's where that dick needs to motherfucking be. You don't need no dick. You don't have enough, nothing up in this elderly woman. Then they talking about some show remorse in court. I need to go find this. Cause what remorse could you show when you didn't feel bad about constantly having? We're gonna be moving right along. This is disgusting. And you need your dick chopped off. That uncircumcised dick need to come the fuck off. Be peeled by the skin and yeah. But I'm gonna move right along. Nasty ass. Soulja Boy reacts to Plies dropping lawsuit over wannabe sample. Soulja Boy said, just like I thought, sit your little broke ass down. This my shit, nigga. Y'all know to leave Draco alone. I told y'all, we had did this already before. We reviewed the song and everything. We reviewed it and everything. Y'all need to go back and watch that episode. I told y'all, this sound like Plies beat to me. But we're gonna hear what Soulja Boy gotta say.
They talking about some, man, you know Plies suing you. Plies, if you don't sit your bro down, what the fuck wrong with your cheap? Pretty Boy Swag is not your beat. So you wanna wait 10 years to try to sue it for a beat. That is not your beat, crazy man. What the fuck is wrong with you, Plies? Need to change your name to Lies, cause you a motherfucking lie. You know that ain't your motherfucking beat, bro. What the fuck wrong with you? You should have just said, hey, bro, I'm broke. Let me hold something. Plies, you don't sit your bald-headed down some. Your motherfucking hairline in the middle of your head. Fuck out of here. That beat is all original music. You only can sue somebody if they sample your song and don't get it cleared. That is not a sample, bro. Sit your bro down some. The fuck wrong with you?
Only became successful after dressing like a woman.
No dress thing, you know. You have this era, and I'm just gonna give you the history. Martin Lawrence, Miss Doubtfire, all this stuff in the 90s where there was no internet. Everybody was blind to it, right? And then after that era, you have Dave Chappelle comes out on Oprah and says this thing. That was the start of it. You see what I'm saying? So
I never thought about it.
No one knew the conspiracies or whatever it is about this. Now think about it. A kid growing up in the 90s, right? Brandon T. Jackson watching everything. I'm watching Shanae. I'm watching Martin. I'm watching everything. So you look at, you have this knowledge of these things. You know, you're looking at it. If there was something wrong, why don't we as men come to that person and say, hey man, look, you should do some research on this. I believe this is a dark energy with that. You know what I mean?
To your point, I'm older than you. I'm 46, but when I was younger, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was
So
funny.
I never cried. Nothing else ever crossed my mind. Not even gay. Like not even only gay. It just was. I just thought it was funny.
People think that I think I said this in one interview that the dress ruined. I think they said.
I saw you said that. You said it was you said your career went downhill after Big Mama's house. You believe it was cursed because nothing went right since then. Since you wore the dress.
And that's exactly, but you gotta look at it. That's also my mind was in a certain place too. So I would say when I strayed away from my principles is when things got bad.
Got you.
On my personal life, you can't blame. That's what I'm saying. You can't blame your agent. You know what I mean, or whatever. People like to blame Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's not Hollywood. It's what you do with the power. Once I learned that, I'm like, there's no Hollywood. To me, it's no invisible ghost that's trying to. It's like God, universe, whatever you want to call it. I say Most High. It gives you a choice to go down these pathways to learn. And I don't really believe there's any wrong choices. I believe that you're learning a lesson that you have to go to get to where the Most High wants you to be to learn as a human. Because we're still learning. We don't know the extent of God's love, and we don't know the extent of His judgment. We just don't know. So if you have these lessons you're learning, I know I would never do it again. But if you found that stuff I turned down while they were getting me to try to get out of Atlanta, my manager had to get me out of Atlanta and move me. I had this big penthouse. It was just wild. I was wilding, bro. I don't even know why. I don't know if I was subconsciously trying to escape stuff. But then that's when I had my first daughter. Got, I can't talk about it because, I don't feel like no court stuff coming.
So basically, a lot of people are, I don't know, since Cat Williams did this Club Shay Shay interview and called out how Hollywood makes men wear dresses, and that slowly watered down the black male masculinity. So since he's done this interview, a lot of people have been calling men who wear dresses gay, and it's not a big thing right now, but I see it slowly trying to become something. Slowly be trying to become something. Ever since that interview. And so he's been receiving backlash about it, about him becoming successful, where you would have saying that he would have never became successful if he wouldn't have worn no dress in Martin Lawrence. Cat Williams said that in the interview, like the way that you become successful in Hollywood as black is when they make you put on a dress. That's them converting you over or whatnot. So he's saying like he was raised up around a time where when men wore dresses, it was funny. Charlemagne also agreed. I agree too. I came up in the 90s. I was born in the 90s, in the early 90s. So I came up during the 90s. And all this stuff was funny. All of this stuff was funny. Like, it was so many. It was men where it wasn't just Martin and Shanae. It was the Wayans brothers. They did their thing. Comedy was everywhere. Tyler Perry has done it for comedy. Like, comedy's everywhere. And I came up on the early 2000s. Comedy is everywhere, and we should allow comedy to be expressed in the ways that it's being expressed. A lot of people are taking men wearing dresses now and turning it into a personal thing when it's work, it's a job, it's to make people laugh. But a lot of people ain't getting a kick out of, why you? I'm like, y'all was laughing before. Y'all was laughing before all these narratives came out. Now social media got y'all switching on. A lot of this stuff is a part of our culture, and it is funny. But we're going to be moving right along. So did y'all hear about the rapper Lil Ronnie? Him and his daughter got shot together. And a lot of people are like upset with the baby mama because she's not online crying and things like that. So I'm gonna let y'all see some of the footage and I'm gonna give my feedback on it.
I grieve a little different, y'all. Y'all took my baby, but I'm not motherfucking tripping on that shit, bitch. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I grieve a little different, y'all. Y'all took my baby, but I'm not motherfucking tripping on that shit, bitch. Bitch, he give him and he take him. Bitch, we all gotta die around this bitch. I ain't fucked up about it. I fucked up about how she left around this bitch, but I ain't fucked up about it. Fuck you talking about, bitch. Cause y'all know, y'all wasn't fucking with my baby around this bitch. And she going out this bitch and style Gucci everything. Fuck you talking about? Yeah. Bitch. And her baby daddy gonna be proud of everything, nigga. Shout out to Petey. Fuck you talking about? The Three Stooges. Nigga, James Carroll, nigga, the tax man.
Rest in peace to those two souls that were lost. So that was the mother of the child that got shot with the father. And here's another one before I let it go of her celebrating. So that's the mother again celebrating for her daughter. Listen, y'all, a lot of people grieve differently, especially those of us who are from the hood. I'm gonna say that. A lot of us who come from the hood and stuff like that, there's all types of street codes and street mentalities and all kind of stuff that a lot of people outside of that realm wouldn't understand. So apparently the baby daddy had some type of ops out there. I don't know if he sold drugs, I don't know, but it looked like some street stuff going on. And in the streets, in the hood and in the streets, when you have an altercation with someone, when you have altercation with when the men have altercations in the hood, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times it goes beyond just the person they after. Sometimes they go after your family and your family members as well because they want to see them hurt. They want to see them cry. They not just you die. No, they want to kill a few extras and watch your family hurt. And so maybe to her, I can't speak for her, but for how I see it, maybe to her, she's not going to get online crying about it because she know that's what they want. She know they want to see her up there crying and weeping like when young Dolph died. His wife has gotten online many times crying and weeping that y'all have taken him away from her and her children. How hard it is for her to raise her kids crying and crying and crying and crying. That's what they want to see. They sitting back getting fucked up, getting some head, drinking and smoking weed, watching the video, laughing as she cry online, getting a kick out of crying. As she crying online, they going to piss on the grave. This is what they be wanting. They want it to sting. They want it to sting bad. And they know how to really gut you. It goes beyond just killing them. No, I want your family members to feel it. It's a real nasty rooted world when it comes to the hood and hood beef. This screams hood beef. It don't scream luxury beef. It screams hood. And so, baby, to the baby mother, she not gonna be crying and weeping. She gonna be rejoicing. She gonna be going up because her baby, and eventually she's gonna die. Her baby daddy was gonna die. Her baby was gonna die. But God took the baby now. And so in her grieving, instead of sitting around crying about it, Pray about it, smile about it. And that's her way of grieving, because if she sit around and cry about it, some people have died from heartbreak, y'all, when it comes to people dying. Some people's heart has been so broken and so weak that they have died. So some people, when this type of heartbreak hit, the best way for them to deal with it is to smile through it. So I think she just smiled through it, and in a way, I like seeing that this mother is smiling, because a lot of us can't do that. A lot of us, I know I probably couldn't. Sure couldn't. I don't know how I would be able to smile through that, but she's showing that it could be done. So rest in peace to the little girl and the dad, and the mother. Keep your head up, baby. All right, y'all, we've come to the end of the show. I would like to thank each and every last one of you for tuning in today. Everything that you heard here today are allegations brought to you through the media for observation, opinion, deep discussion, laughs, and giggles. If you haven't already, follow me on all social media platforms. IG is at the.jq.show. TikTok is at the.jq.show. And Facebook is at Jaquavius Martin. Thank you all for tuning in today, and I will see you all on tomorrow. Later.